Praise be.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semin, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semin, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down? The whole band?
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the cart and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
They hauled Franzi off to Semin, and I couldn't tell you how he'll end up. And Venser, he vanished in the rocks.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truscovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semin. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
No, Master Blacksmith. There's no one waiting to drag me to the altar in irons.
Good for you, lad. Have your fun while you can. No need to hurry. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble born. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia, but you'll have to ask the Truscovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Truscovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
It happened. Just watch where you're going next time.
Watch where you're going!
Henry. How can I help you?
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll spank your bare ass like a brat. Down to business. I don't have all day for you, so what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the hermit sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
Yeah, I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
I'd like to get hold of that broken sword of his.
You'd hazard your soul for a piece of iron? Fool. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you. Because this reeks of hell.
There's something else I need to know about this hermit.
Ask then if you must.
Who's this hermit fella, anyway?
No one knows. He settled in the rocks a few years back. Folk used to go to him for various healing ointments or advice.
And what has he got to do with this apparition?
Well, he was at death's door recently, bedridden, and then suddenly he's got his health back. Just like that. And he's like a different man since then. He sends everyone who goes to see him packing. Mark my words. He sold his soul to the devil to get better. And the devil sometimes comes here on the prowl for unwary souls.
What do you know about this apparition?
Stanislav, the herds boy. He comes running into the village that night, all terrified, saying he'd seen a rider from hell in Apollonia. And the very next night, it appeared in the rocks below the road to Tahov. There's this conciliatory stone cross there. And the next day, it was at a funny angle. There's some devilry in it for sure.
And it was the herds boy who saw it by the cross, or someone else?
The apothecary's wife, Gerda. Ask her yourself. She's not been herself ever since, poor woman.
Where can I find the herds boy?
Stanislav has a sheep pen in the meadow beyond the Troskovitz graveyard, right above the big crossroads outside Apollonia.
How do I get to the hermit?
You're asking for trouble, lad. But all right, if you insist, you go through Apollonia along the path below the rocks till you reach the point where it crosses the stream. And from there, you take the path uphill to the left, leading into the rocks. Farewell, Henry.
What would you like?
What happened to Ambrose the hermit?
He's at death's door with some ailment, and there's a peculiar talk about him. They say he made a pact with hell.
I hear Ambrose the Hermit has some old sword.
Aye, a broken one. He used to have it hanging on the wall of his hut, but that was long ago.
I heard a shepherd saw an apparition in the rocks.
It's not wise to go there. There's a diabolical horseman haunting the place.
What do you know about the apparition at the cross?
It's all God's holy truth. Gerda from the apothecaries saw the devil there.
See you soon, my friend.
God be with you.
Ah, good day.
He's been grinning like a daisy on a dung heap for days on end. And he's all puffed up like a peacock. So what?
Greetings.
With fresh herbs, it would have turned out better. If I'd had fresh herbs, it would have turned out better. It's a shame I didn't collect fresh herbs.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
What happened to Ambrose the Hermit?
Mother of God, deliver us from evil.
I hear Ambrose the Hermit has some old sword.
Aye, he used to have it hanging on the wall in his hut, but then he took it down. He might have sold it.
I hear the devil was seen here.
God above, give over with that.
What do you have for sale? A word about the price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen.
Only because it's you.
That's more like it. Lower your price a little more and we can make a deal. Nein, das bringt doch nichts. I'm done haggling with you. Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
Show me your wares.
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
I'd like to ask you about something.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go away, please.
Wait, Gerda. I didn't come to mock you. On the contrary, I want to help you.
Really?
I believe you really did see something. But I want to know what it really was.
So, what do you want me to tell you?
What's this place where you saw the apparition?
It's a conciliatory cross, erected in the memory of some innocent's death. They say some years ago, a young fella killed himself on account of an unhappy love affair. He jumped from a cliff.
And the day after you saw the apparition, the cross was at an angle.
Aye, all askew. Everyone here saw it. I didn't go back. I can't.
Relax, Gerda. Have a think, and then tell me what happened with the apparition.
It was the day before yesterday. I was picking marshmallow roots above the rocks. It grows by the cross there, near the big dry tree not far from the road to Tachov. I didn't get home till after dark when I suddenly realized I didn't have my knife.
So you went back to the cross?
God have mercy. He hopped up right out of the ground in front of me. He was all in black and he was grinding his teeth. I started to scream. There was something glinting in the dark and this clanking sound and I just turned and scarpered.
That's all?
At one point I turned around and I saw a dark shadow darting across the field. Proper flying along it was like the devil and heading straight to Apollonia.
Don't worry, Gerda. Nobody's going to make fun of you anymore. I'll find out what it was all about and what you really saw there.
What do you think happened?
I don't know yet, but you needn't fear. Everything will get cleared up soon.
Thank you. By all of the saints, thank you. But please, come and tell me how it turned out. I'll make it worth your while.
Gerda really did see something. Have you seen a stray dog around here?
I haven't seen a dog, but lots of wolves. Last I heard, they were causing problems for Siegfried. He tends his flock up on Kopanina. It's west of Trotsky. Go and ask him.
I'll ask him. Thanks. I hear you saw some diabolical apparition. Is that true?
Was it the bailiff who sent you? Or old Croper?
No. I want to go to Apollonia to see Ambrose, the hermit. I've heard talk he's somehow linked to that apparition. So I need to know what you saw that night.
Why do you want to know? Forget that shit, pal. It reeks of fire and brimstone.
Want a swig of schnapps? Or two, maybe?
If it's any good, I won't say no. Show it here.
Here. Take the whole bottle.
Crikey! Thank you kindly. What did you want to know?
What exactly did you see that night at the crossroads?
A diabolical apparition. A black rider on a black horse flew into Apollonia. His eyes glowed, and his horse was black as charcoal. He turned this way and that a couple of times at the crossroads, and then darted off into the rocks. To the hermit's place, I'm sure.
He turned this way and that. That's strange. Would the devil not know the way?
I'm telling the truth. Gerda from the apothecary saw him too.
But the hermit helps people though, doesn't he?
Aye, he did. Only now they're saying he was at death's door and sold his soul to the devil. And that was the horseman.
Why? Why would the old man have sold his soul to the devil and then kept living as a pauper in his hut?
Who knows what's going on in them rocks? Some devilish trickery for sure. Take care for now.
That herdsboy really did see something. And the trail leads into the rocks.
Fordítsd meg a pancár és gyűjtsd! Hajtsd már el innen! Zavard el, vagy szétverem a pofáját! Takarodj, vagy szétszom a segget!
You must be Marika.
I? Did Odette send you? I was hoping he would not find me so quickly. Well, at least he sent you and not my prala. They wouldn't not even bother talking.
Wait, what do you mean? Why were you hoping he wouldn't find you?
I tried to cover my tracks well, but it was not so easy with Bohush.
The Voivod's worried about you. He sent me to find you.
Worried. Now he worry about me. You don't know anything, do you?
What should I know?
Yes, that sounds like Dad.
So tell me what happened.
I ran away. That happened. My father wanted revenge for the insult to his honor, so my prala went after poor Bohush.
Who insulted his honor?
The villagers! When me and Bohush start courting, Dad sent a messenger to village, saying there must be wedding or Bohush will pay.
The Voivod himself wanted you to get married.
That is what we do. When a chavo and a chai start something, the chavo, man, must marry the girl.
So you ran away from the wedding?
Well, Bohush would not be against it, but we were in the forest at the time. And his mother and village people laughed at the messenger, sent him back with insults and torture. Voivod get mad and my prala too. They found poor Bohush to vent their anger. Then left him in the forest. Lucky I found him and took care of him. You probably know the rest.
That's not what the Voivod told me.
I think he's ashamed how far it has gone. His honor will not let him do anything. He's a hothead sometimes.
Why don't you go back and explain it to them?
Once red flows, it is hard to stop the cycle. The people from Semin want to rid of the camp. The Voivod would like to punish all those he thinks have disgraced his chai. And he never asked me how it is really. As if men should work it out between themselves, and a girl like me should shut up and wait to see what happens. No, I will not go back alone.
What now? You can't hide here forever. Bohush doesn't look too good, either.
He would surely have relief for at least a while if he got something to ease the pain. Can you please go and see my mother at the camp? She might be able to help. She knows herbs.
I think I can help him myself.
You?
I've read a lot about cases like this.
Never mind your books. My ma, she can really help people.
All right. I'll go to the camp and ask your ma for advice.
I need amulet from Dad. It is Chohahuno, magical. It protects anyone who wears it around neck. If Dad give it to me, I will come back. With Bohush.
Do you think he'll go for it? If he let your brothers do this to Bohush, why would he help him all of a sudden?
He'd do it for me. If you get the amulet for me, I will reward you. Do not worry, I did not go from home with nothing. But Dad must hand it over willingly, or it will lose its protective power. Best if he bring it to me himself.
Well, I can try, but no promises. It's all pretty tangled up now. How's Bohush doing?
It keeps changing. He is delirious for a while, then he is unconscious. I can only pray to the Blessed Virgin that he will recover.
How is life here?
I cannot complain, except about Bohush's health. We have food to eat, no rain here, and no one can find us. I just miss my family sometimes. But then I remember that I'm here because of them.
What about your family?
I love them and I hate them at the same time. This is all their fault. They talk of freedom, but if you want to go where you want, there will be trouble.
Can you tell me about the nomads?
About how they made a pact with the devil? About how they steal and have no taste for work?
No, I didn't mean...
I know, you fool! If you thought that the same as the people from the village, you would not be here. We are different from them. We are slobodno.
You call this freedom?
Going anywhere you want, not being tied to just one place, dancing and singing as your heart desires, without having to worry that the priest will condemn you? I can talk to God when I want to. I do not need the Pope's blessing for that. We have no kings, judges, or executioners. You only need to... I mean, you should honor your family. Do not worry, you will be fine again. You cannot leave me alone in this.
This is the place the innkeeper was talking about. The hermit lives somewhere up here.